Can we go thrift shopping?
Thrift shops. Goodwill, Salvation Army, St. Vincent's. We all know about it, but how do you guys view it? Everyone, including all of you, whether you admit it or not, care about the appearance that you give off. Some people take the time to spend all the money to stay up to date on the current fashion trends, while others stick to their own unique style of fashion that's comfortable with them. I am a mix of both of these ideas. I like to work with my own sense of fashion that's comfortable to me, that might be weird to others, but then I also like to stay up to date with my own favorite brands. This is why thrifting fits me so well, because I can have the best of both worlds. Opening one's mind to the idea of thrift shopping shows you an entirely different world when you step foot in the store. Jumping into all the chaos, you are shown all the hidden, worthy product that was previously hidden to you. So today, I'll talk to you about how the individualism created by thrift styles correlates to one's self-esteem. We'll also talk about the comparison from thrift stores and retail stores from a vantage point of cost, as well as the internal accomplishment one can receive by living the thrifting lifestyle. So, many people don't realize that, when most people think of a thrift store, they think of old, raggedy, unusual, strange clothes, which isn't necessarily the case for all thrift shops. But if that is what you're interested in, sometimes like myself, there are a ton of shops out there for you. Many people don't realize that there's a large connection between one's sense of style and their personal self-esteem. As hard as it may be to grasp, thrifting does connect to scientific and educational studies. For example, on December 14th, 2010, Jerry Vassar, president and CEO of Lakeside Educational Network, states in his article about self-esteem that feeling unique is important for self-confidence because it allows an individual to respect themselves. When they respect themselves, they can fully show their creative potential as well as be proud that they are different. Vasson also describes in this article that those who lack individualism tend to show little curiosity, conform to others' ideas, as well as show a small range of self-expression. This small range of fashion expression, in this case, can lead to mental and even physical downfalls in the future. This research is done to decipher why confidence is instilled in those who express their unique individual sense of styles compared to those who tend to go with the flow and blend in with everyone else that's around. Unfortunately, now let's talk about the money issue of comparison of thrift stores and retail stores. Unfortunately, now in today's day and age, corporate America and money runs everyone's lives. Corporate America happily takes all of our earnings on a daily basis, and we are willing to let them do it. According to CNN Money, Nike, the Fortune 500 company, as of May 23rd, 2011, made a bajillion, I don't even know how to pronounce this number. This is a number in millions, so I'm just going to say a gajillion dollars in revenue and 19 quadrillion in profit. We are continuously willing to spend this. We're continuously willing to spend this type of money simply for the logo on the product, as well as what people think is the better quality. New trending brands such as Nike and Diamond Supply Co., according to their website, charges $35 for a single t-shirt, whereas Nike on their website charges up to $70. There are there are a lot of easy ways to avoid this dent in your wallet, and the most easy one that I can recommend to you guys is to simply walk into a thrift store, one of your choice, and explore. So all of us know how financially stressful college can be, living on the minimum and eating a lot of pasta. So according to FinAid, the Smart Student Guide to Financial Aid, 65% of four-year undergrad students graduated in 2008 with a total student loan debt of $23,186. Unfortunately, not all college students have financial assistance from their parents, so there's not a lot of spare money laying around at work. But we still tend to dump money into staying in fashion. So those of you that are up to date on your fashion, wearing these local brands and everything like that, might say that these thrift stores won't carry those brands. This, in fact, is not true. A perfect example of this is my favorite thrift store here located in Los Angeles. It is called Zi6, and just like many other thrift stores, they have partnerships with major retail companies. So in the case of my thrift shop, when Zoomies gets a shipment of new apparel that has a defect, something as simple as the Nike 6.0 insoles mounted in the Nike Janowski shoe model, they are forced to ship it to the thrift store so they can sell it. So you can walk out with a pair of $100 Adidas for $19.99. So now that we've learned how one sense of style correlates to their self-esteem and the cost comparison of what you pay now to what you could spend, let's talk about the internal accomplishment you can receive by living the thrifting lifestyle. But it will take time and effort. So when you're thrifting, you never know what you'll find nor where you'll find it. So, in the words of famous Captain Jack Sparrow, not all treasures silver and gold, Nate. I take this quote with me every time I step foot in a thrift shop, because you never know what you're going to come up on something. You can come up on something that you've been wanting for the longest time. So now that you found your treasure, or a brand new Neff snowboard jacket, you can feel that internal accomplishment, one, because you had to work for it, and two, for the tummy-tingling price on the tag. Another feeling of internal accomplishment that you can receive is looking around at your peers and noticing that you all have the same gear, but you paid less than half the price that they did. So going along with the price that you paid to acquire these clothes, thrift shops take a portion of the money that you spend and donate it to a charity that they are affiliated with. So not only did you just come up on a pair of brand new fresh Empire jeans, but you could have also saved a life at the same time. So now I hope you know the positive outcomes that were previously hidden to you about the thrifting lifestyle. So what I want you guys to do is open your mind to the idea of thrifting and push aside all the negative beliefs about it and just try it. So today we talked about how one's personal style can correlate to their self-esteem, the comparison of money that you spend now to what you could spend at a thrift store, as well as the sense of internal accomplishment that you can receive by thrifting. So now I'll leave you with the words of famous artist Macklemore that you can now live by.
One man's trash, that's another man's come up. What?
So use that. Hit the thrift stores and find yourself a come up.